IAS Academy. So today in this video, we'll take up a very important uprising and which is unheard, actually we can tell. And this kind of uprisings, rebellions, the peasant uprisings is a very important topic with respect to UPSC prelims, because we have recognized many uprising coming in prelims, such as the Santal rebellion questions was asked in way back in 2018, and in 2019 also Thibaga movement was asked, and then in the recent 2020 prelims we come across Ulgulan uprisings, that is the Birsa Munda rebellions. So see, keeping in mind with the trend of UPSC, it becomes a very important aspect of any aspirant to make a note of all this uprising and be ready with any aspect of GS1 coming in and taking the locations, any aspect to that you can make a note on this. That is why I have chosen Patharu Ghat uprising as an important topic for this video. So we will see where is the uprising took place and why this has got a very importance in the history. So the history goes that every year on January 28, the government and the local people pay respects to martyrs of Patharu Ghat uprising. So on January 28 on every year, we are given this honors or facilitations for the Patharu Ghat uprising. And this is a Krishak Swahid Divas, and it is also celebrated as Krishak Swahid Divas on January 28. And the monument is also raised in memorial of this Patharu uprising. So we will see where this uprising took place and how it is important for us. So, way back in 25 years after Jallianwala Bagh massacre in 1919, we come across this uprising where the 100 peasants were felled to the bullets of British on January 28, 1894 in a place called as Assam. Assam. So, what it should be printed in your mind is that Patharu Ghat uprising took place in a small village of Dharam district of Assam. Patharu Ghat took place in which place? That is the location could be our Assam. Then Patharu Ghat is a very small village in Assam, and under the Patharu Ghat uprising, the people of Assam bravely took part in the freedom movement and against the exploitation or the tax levied on the land by the Britishers. So this was a rebellion or an outrageous thing by the peasants regarding the land revenue which they imposed on them in that place. So that is the bravest part of the Patharu people taking place in the national freedom movement, and discrimination and atrocities which caused by the Britishers were followed back by the Patharu people. So then this took place in Assam. And what led to the Patharu uprising? What did actually happen for the Patharu to lay down their lives? That is imposition of land tax. First point is imposition of land tax. After the British annexation of Assam in 1826, the surveys of the vast lands of the state began. The surveys also began, the imposition of the land tax also began. Then, on the basis of such surveys, the British began to impose land taxes. So, wherever you consist of your own land and you are being imposed a heavy load of land tax, there would really matter for the people who are already indigenously doing such things, but you are imposed with such heavy taxes. There certainly exists a rebellion or a uprising. Then the issue of taxes. In 1893, the British government decided to increase the agricultural land tax reported by 70 to 80%. You can imagine the situation, the seriousness of the situation. The taxes are being increased in a very detrimental way. It is going on increasing. Then repression by the Britishers. The Britishers perceived themselves as breeding grounds for sedition. neither you commit mistake or you do something, you are put in jail. They were a breeding ground for sedition. The atrocities were extreme at that time. So whenever there was a Rai Jamila in Assam, the Britishers used to come down on it and heavy-handed this and disperse them. So sedition concept was going into a very, very extreme condition. People were unhappy with it and people were distressed. So that is why the atrocities increased. Then on January 28, 1894, when the British officers were refusing to listen to the farmers' grievances, things heated up. Yeah, usually. Then there was lathi charge followed by open firing. Then it killed many people, many peasants. Whenever the matter gone out of your control, really there exists a violence, and that is the result that it is mentioned in the Darang District Gazette of 1905, placed the casualties in the Pataru incident, and 15 killed and 37 were wounded. So you can imagine the situation where the extreme conditions could lead to the death of the people. So this was about which the heavier land taxes, the arrogant attitude of the Britishers, the atrocities, the sedition laws made them to be uprising, and they led their lives. So this was about Pataru uprising. And what are the steps are taken to honor this Pataru people, Pataru uprising people? There are mainly three concepts where the government is making initiatives to remember the memorials of such sacrifices. So first is the martyr column. It was erected at the site on 28 January 2000 by the army. The columns are named, the people who gave their sacrifice, their lives are printed on a column. Then the Krishak Swahid Divas. Every year on 28 January, people may respect the martyrs of Pataru Ghat uprising. Then integrated training skill development centers are coming up in Assam with an initiative of respecting to this memorial event. We are able to integrate training and skill development for the farmers near the sites. So mainly helping the peasants or the farmers, and center will be equipped to teach farmers new skills and technology. So this is the main thing where we are concentrating on the farmers on behalf of and keeping the memory of Pataru Ghat uprising. Then, what is the significance of Pataru Ghat uprising? As you can see in this picture, there is a memorial constructed by the people of Assam for this uprising. The martyrs of Pataru Ghat will always be remembered in the global pages of history for their bravery and the sacrifice they made for the motherland. So, you being a farmer, you being a normal, humble farmer, you are able to understand the national freedom movement and work for your country, sacrifice your life for the country is a very, very big thing. So I initiate every aspirant to be proud of your history and try to be a person who would be ready to sacrifice your life at any time for the country. So you have to take the excerpts from the history and implement in your contemporary issues. So then the significance goes that it's extremely inspirational for Assamese community as a national awakening, and the incidents gave a new direction to India's freedom movement, where after the sacrifice, due to this incident, there were many reforms in the Charter Act also, and in the Indian Councils Act also made some regulations regarding the farmers' tax laws, land revenues, and that is how a sacrifice could change the mindset of anybody. And the deaths of several innocent farmers made the cause of the freedom struggle against the British stronger. So this was a very farmers peasants uprising in Assam, a small Dabrang district. So this was about Pataru Ghat uprising, a small uprising in Assam, but made a very important and a memorial part in the history. So that is unheard, and we as an UPSC aspirants have to make note of all this uprising coming in the news and then use it in our prelims and have the knowledge about it. So this was about Pitharu-Gata pricing. And for any other details, for any other more interesting current affairs, you can log on to our website www.believersis.com, where daily news analysis, daily editorials, and the recent economic budget service gist, everything is provided in the website. And for any interesting videos, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter for any further details, and you can call upon our number for any inquiries regarding the courses as well. So this was about Pitharu-Gata pricing, and that becomes the conclusion. And thank you.